Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. I know exactly what the weather is like, going quickly, with no warning, into the Shelton weather, spider, and plague rat report, but I know what the weather is like because this morning, at like 6 o'clock, I was outside watering the lawn. We have plants and stuff, and since my housemates are camping and it's really hot, I'm watering the plants and such. So like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was out watering the lawn and the plants and stuff. So thumbs up. But it wasn't just cloudy. Oh my gosh, there was gray fog everywhere. So it's probably, I've checked the weather report, I checked the weather report, and it says it's going to be like mostly sunny all day. So probably just like yesterday, where it was gray, hot. So it's probably going to do that again today. So thumbs up. Plague rat report, of course, I went out walkies. I have altered my method of walking on railroad track rails now. Because I was always having so much trouble trying to stay on and then falling off, walking for a few steps, then getting back on. Not falling, not able to walk on it. Now, when I walk on top of the rails, balancing myself, if I lose my balance, I just take one step off and then back on with the other foot. So I've gotten so I can go quite some distance now while walking on railroad tracks and balancing like a child. Yay! I am 57 and a half, and yeah, I am a man-child. Thumbs up for that. Oh! There are lots and lots of deer that go walking, and I wanted to talk sort of about my deer stories again. There are a lot of deer that go by with where the railroad tracks are, because it's right by a whole bunch of woods and stuff, and so there's a whole bunch of deer. I oftentimes am, because I'm looking downward at the tracks to make sure I'm not going to fall and crack my skull open, I don't notice that there's deer until I get moderately close to them. And then I do my best to not freak them out and to alter my path so that they don't panic. So this time, they're usually near the forest. This time it was on the outer track, and I was on the outer track, and I was like within 10, 15 feet of it before I noticed it, and then went, oh! And then, we have predator eyes, and they're prey. Front-facing eyes are predator eyes. So I make sure that if I don't want to panic one of these critters, I look away. And then I turn my back on that deer right there. And I just immediately went, oh! Looked away, turned my back, and just started walking directly away from it. Because don't panic the poor thing. And then when I got all the way, those 4 tracks away, I just used the corner of my eye because, again, I didn't want it to have to worry about predator eyes turning to look at it, and it was fine. It had been watching me to make sure that I wasn't going to do anything horrible. But that's not the first time. There have been deer, and I've had to, stay back and alter my path so that I don't, panic their fawns. So, thumbs up for that. And the one really closest one that I ever had was like 2 years back, when they were just finishing up the path up to Walmart, and I was walking up on the road, but there was a young buck and a young doe that were walking on the path next to the sidewalk. And I didn't want to panic them and freak them out. And also, especially young bucks can be dangerous, especially if you freak them out. They don't mind, panic, hurting and attacking. So I was walking, they were walking, and then they ended up right past the road, like half on and half off the sidewalk. I can't cross the road. I just want to go up to Walmart. So just on that, turned my head away, angled the upper part of my body, and then just walked past them without really acknowledging their presence. Close enough I could have just reached out and touched their noses with my hand, but number one, I didn't want him to freak out. Number two, I didn't want it to freak out and start battering me with his hooves. So thumbs up. Also on that path is where I've been walking, heard noises, looked over at a bush, and then seen a raccoon go thump, fall out of a tree, and then roll down the hill. So I like raccoons. They're goofy. And of course, that's with the weather and walkies. Well, not the walkies, but the deer report. Partially walkies, but the weather. Plague rat. Had to go to the local Safeway because, again, I have to buy stuff, no vehicle, so I have to walk and pick up stuff for the next day or the next day or two, and then I have to go back out into the wild again. Even the people that I don't have a mask available so I can demonstrate, of course, but you've seen it. Even the people that work there, they're off duty and pulled down, covering the mouths, breathing through their noses. Why are they even bothering? It's now, yes, there have been 140 some odd cases in Mason County where I live in, and a month and a half ago there had been only 34. There are only like 50 some odd, which is still a lot, 50 some odd active cases. I mean, they're counting totals. It's not like there's 143 infected zombies stumbling around out there and making people sick. No, it's about half of them, 2/3 of them have gotten it and are over it. It's just there are the active cases, and then there's the cases that we don't know about, which is why the number's climbing so quickly as we keep finding the people that have been infected. Which, of course, is the problem. You don't know who's infected. Excuse me. That's why I wear my mask. I mean, I go out and I don't know if I'm infected because of that. I mean, I wear my mask, but that's not to protect me. It's not an N95 mask. It's to help everyone else. So, thumbs up. Spider report. Gojira's home spider is gone. She was there last night in the corner. In fact, I had to snake my arm up and over to make sure I didn't disturb her so I could turn on the light down there. Well, turn it off so I could go to bed. And the little spider was in there just fine. I come in this morning, no spider. Made me very sad. I don't know if the spider's dead or just moved on or, Gojira got it. Hard to say. I'm sad. The one spider down in the bathroom is still there. Now, I have 2 spiders outside the door. One of them has me, I'm not quite sure. I like spiders, as I say. I mean, I like spiders in that I don't like spiders. I don't like to pick them up. I don't like them crawling on me. I've been arachnophobic my whole life. It's new for me to not be arachnophobic. So it's fun for me to have parasocial relationships with the spiders that show up. 2 of the spiders outside. Now, they're the little body, long legs types that are just outside the door. But they're like within 3 or 4 inches of each other. And they've been like that for a couple days. So I didn't know they did that. I mean, I know spiders live in colonies depending on the spider species. This spider, I had no idea would do that. One of the spiders is protecting an egg sac. Now, I don't necessarily want 10s or 20s of spiders just running around outside the door. But there's not a lot of food, and I have opened up my closet back there to clean up and grab some stuff in the past and seen just a dead dangling mama spider and a whole bunch of dead dangling dead baby spiders. So it happens. Circle of life. But there's the spiders there. And over in that corner, actually the past couple of days, there has been near the floor, there's been a web made, and one of those dangly spiders like that with the little body, long legs. She's been hanging around a couple of days, so thumbs up for that. I am so sore. Finally, after 6 years, like a month ago, I went through and cleaned up 95% of my room because it has just been like a storage unit with a bedroom in it. With a bed in it. And then it's just been boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. Well, about a month ago, I went through it. And so I had a stack of stuff I wanted to give to my sister-in-law, all of my wife's earlier stuff from before I met her. I gave that stuff away. That's a bunch of stuff gone. Last night, I emptied out entirely my closet, moved just about everything that I want to keep in there. I have like 2 things out for clothing to put into. There's some stuff that I'm going to be working on this room next, and really working and getting it rearranged next. So I got some stuff, computer game stuff, that I want to move in here, but there's no room at the moment, so it's in the bedroom. But it actually looks like a bedroom now. It used to look like a storage unit with a bed. Now there's a corner that's got some stuff in it that I need to get rid of, but I don't have a car, so I can't drive to the dump, which means I have to put out a little bit into the garbage every week. So that takes time. But past that, it's like 95% of the stuff that was there is gone. Either just thrown out, ready to be thrown out, given away. I kept the stuff of my wife's that I want. I gave away the stuff that was still worth something, but I didn't really want, back to her sister. It took me 6 years to get to the point where I'm almost, it was a 12-year period of life that was good, but in 2002 we got married, and in 2008, 6 years later, we went to Disneyland. 6 years after that, my wife died. 6 years after that, I finally went through her stuff and got rid of it. We were married for 12 years. It has been 12 years since we went to Disneyland. It's in the past and it's never coming back, so it was a nice part of my life, but I've gotten rid of the stuff that doesn't matter. I'm keeping the things that I want to remind me of her. I have all of our wedding pictures and pictures that we had together, of course. But past that, my bedroom's a bedroom now. It's not a mausoleum. It's not a storage unit. And apparently her mother, who has had a stroke, is bedridden and nonverbal, would like to have her daughter's ashes before she goes. I had been thinking of scattering her ashes. I think I'm going to contact them in the next couple days before it gets too late. I'm going to keep a portion of Jennifer's ashes, but the large bulk of it I am going to give to her mother and family so that they too can have a portion of Jennifer. Now, I will probably just end up scattering mine because she wanted to be scattered. And it's taken me this long. But yeah, I'm finally able to let go. I loved my wife. I loved Jennifer intensely. It almost killed me when she died. But after therapy, after my channel, I'm recovering. I never thought I'd be at this stage, but I am. Thank you all so very much for holding me together until I could get therapy. Thank you for being here as I've been getting therapy. And thank you if you're going to stick with me in the future as I continue putting myself together. Because I was broken. I was a broken shell of a man 6 years ago, waiting for death. And I'm not a broken shell of a man anymore. I'm still broken. I'm still putting myself together. My psyche was destroyed watching my wife die in front of my eyes for 10 years. I'm like maybe 33% put back together with the largest chunks that I can find, gluing them together. But it's been 6 years getting those 33% back together. But that's 33% from nothing. That's not bad. It used to be I had to stay busy 24/7 to keep the darkness out. Now, I don't. I was talking with my therapist last week. I actually felt positive about things last week. I still feel moderately positive. I still suffer from near agoraphobia. I still suffer from anxiety. I still suffer from horrible bicyclic depression. But I'm recovering from the death of my wife. and I don't have that on top of everything else. Thank you all so very much for coming along with me on this journey of self-exploration. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 24 hours worth of comments. I'm not going to go through and thank 24 hours. I'm going to take it slower now. I got time. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment in my community tab. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. It is greatly appreciated. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, sometimes I'm amazed that I can remember anything at all. I'm still getting better all the time, but all in the same hand, my fibro is still always getting worse. Functional limit one day. Aaron S., thank you so very much. Good to see you. Elia Fibbin, I sure hope I'm close. Eat a Brick. And Nicholas Fuentes, greatly appreciated. For Fake, thumbs up. I7887, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Haley, thumbs up. We have Cora, greatly appreciated. Pedro Juan, thumbs up and thank you. We have Russian Timing, that was extremely dark. Chris G, greatly appreciated. DD Reacts, thumbs up and thank you. We have Darkness Dragon, greatly appreciated. Sacrosanct, greatly appreciated. Now check that out. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up. Nick Jr., greatly appreciated. Bua Kamole, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Tommy G, thumbs up and thank you. We have Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Jabroni Studios 2018, and good to see you in the comments. I recognize your name. We have its_static, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have Quizler, thumbs up and thank you much. Zombie Wolf, good to see you in the comments, very, very much. And last but not least, Lucifer, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. Thank you, Lucifer. I didn't mean to not say thank you, but everybody, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. That's a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, shuckle my duckle. I have various links down below if you could check those out. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, that would be very, very cool. Or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. If you'd like to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below if you wanted to check that out. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well. That would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, shuckle my duckle. I have this video that you've hopefully been watching. I have another video I need to record, edit, and render for later today. Thumbs up on that. Hopefully it's not going to get too hot. So we shall see. Hopefully some phone calls, hopefully some stuff to do. If I don't get that stuff done, it's not the end of the world. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing, my friend. So remember, practice self-care. Practice social distancing. We have to keep up the pressure. These bastard riotous cops are killing people that do not deserve it. In fact, no one does. You're supposed to be killed. The trial by jury if you're going to be murdered by the state. There's no trials. These are the cops being the judges, juries, and executioners. I don't believe in capital punishment. This is especially wrong. Have a good day.